collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Because if you're stressing, it's a part of that transformation. That's when you've got to go through that growth. It's a transformative growth. And you've got to encompass. It's you just focusing on that inner growth in your mind, your thoughts, those feelings. And that's not just the material world. You've got to look at that spiritual, physical, mental, emotional aspects of yourself. That's you using that power to go towards that abundance, to be able to shine your radiance, skills, qualities. It's a transformative stage. It's like that cocoon. You have to get out of that ego from being cold. 9 of Cups, that's when you're working, growing, higher knowledge, philosophical. That's like connecting to that house of the gods. That's when you're learning. It's spiritual, searching for more of that meaning, going to things that's more like love, joy, peace, that abundance. That's you looking beyond that material world, and it's the higher truths, connecting towards that growth. Take it all as it resonates. It takes you to go into solitude, because you have to look at yourself, see the illusions, see the confusions. Somebody could be asking, do you even care? Because they're looking back towards you, looking at the writings, they're getting that pillar. Higher clarity, getting messages from the divine, introspection, grounded. Take it all as it resonates. They could be feeling like they threw a soul to you and now realising about that cycle. It was like a karmic cycle that you have to encompass and go on. It's a part of that mystical parts of your truth, and that's looking at those difficult experiences, and it's perceiving the reality like a loss, and you can feel in like that deep introspection of your life and that oneness. And it's like that all when you start looking and you're getting interconnected with the divine, so they're getting that higher clarity, awareness in regards to you. Take it all as it resonates. You could be gaining information about certain family members and friends. They can see you've got this higher philosophical knowledge. You're moving steadfast. Certain people was blocking you, stopping you, spell work on you, speaking bad about your wisdom, your knowledge, how you was transforming, changing. You had that visionary to be able to have that great change. It's collecting to that spirit. It's that bold imagination, and that's you seeing beyond that, persistent into that what could be and what is and what you see, because that's your future. You're looking at that mysticals. That's you dreaming big. It's mapping out your highest potential. That's you going steadfast, working hard towards yourself so you can give love to others, have compassion, sharing your knowledge with the world, providing a service. That's you looking back, steadfast, organised, being reliable, being dependable, not valuing material aspects of life, but balancing that spiritual as well as that mental, going back to your family, the roots, your foundations, getting steadfast when you looking at yourself and your approach towards life, because that's your life's purpose and your destiny, like what you're working towards, your public legacy, and others can see you, and that's your contribution to society. So you're just steadfast, you're connected, stable, grounded, higher clarity, awareness, going towards that fulfillment. Someone could be looking back towards you and seeing you as their fulfillment. Take it all as it resonates. Please leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. All I ask you to do is turn it on down, because it's loud, but we're going to clear the energy and clear the air that's not needed, wanted, releasing all those emotions, all those feelings. It's a transformative state on 1, 2, 3. Right, someone's getting that high awakening, that frequency, they're feeling it. They could be feeling all that stress within their mind because of the actions that they took. Take this all as it resonates. That's when you have to go dig deep, and that's when you look and you're going towards that great reward. You have to take that leadership, look at your high standards, philosophical, because it was psychological stresses. That's about secrets that you had in the unknown, and that sexual transformative force feelings. That's when you're looking at the life-threatening and illnesses and things that was hidden. Take it all as it resonates. Higher philosophical knowledge, laws. You have to see the things that foreign cultures, different backgrounds. You're gaining higher education. Life, as always, and ways of teaching some lessons. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you learn. Life taught me I had to learn the hard way. I used lots for myself and my own advantage. So sometimes you have to learn that hard way, because that's when you're not steadfast, you're not organized, you're in that Pluto energy, not transformative. That's when you're looking, chasing after material things, attracting wealth in that quick, fast way, fame. And that's when you're looking at that golden calf, chasing after that golden calf. So when you're looking and watching social media, seeing all them celebrities, everybody acting that lifestyle, and you're wanting that lifestyle, you're doing it in a quick, fast way to be able to dominate over resources. You could be even divinating over people. Take this all as it resonates, to block their shine, to enable your shine. And that's an illusion. That's because you like your principles and the way you're moving. And you have to look back for your roots. It's karma. That's that subconscious mind, because you are not connecting to your own self. That's you looking at that foundation, going back to where it stems from. You're the most unhealthy man I've ever met. So they could have been unhealthy, detachments, emotional, inherited sin, confusions. They had been committing adultery, lies, misleading, manipulating, controlling, abusive, aggressive, all of the ifs that you needed to be able to provide yourself with, because they was pacifying. And that's bringing peace to anger. And that's the agitation, or even excitement, anger. So they could have been had a lot of anger, because government go in with armed military style police. They would dismiss, disarm, pacifications, and that's amount they could have just about calmed down. They could have got done from police officers, because they're getting awareness that's higher, awareness about stress and calming down the situation. So you have to look, because they had that negative attitude and approach, aggressive, thinking you got power and authority, taking control. They could have got stopped by police. Take it all as it resonates. I've been back a whole month, Divine Feminine. I was scared to reach out. Didn't know how you would be. So they could have been back. They could be in your place, your city, your country, wherever you are. They're just scared to approach you. Take this all as it resonates. I rented a room from his grandma in the mountains. Was not a good place to live. That was like hell on earth. So they could have been a place in the mountains in that mind. And they're going back to their childhood, those thoughts, those feelings, those past experiences. They can remember all that heartache, hurt and pain that they suffered. They might have to stay strong and build up their skills and qualities in that solitude on their own. Take this all as it resonates, when that's our manners and respect and dignity. Look about grammar, rules, philosophical knowledge, higher knowledge. Take it all as it resonates, because you're the most unhealthy man I've ever met. Ooh. Awareness, aggressive. So they could have been like, I am, I act, all in that dark, low, dense energy. They used that aggressive state of mind to be able to move with their ego. Take this all as it resonates, controlling, that power. You know, in like the way you act and that extra energy, fighty and flighty. Now they're gaining clarity, all about their self. That first intellect, that's when you got to get that inner standing, because it's like, I acted and I am. That's when you're in that Mars energy, and that's yourself, your movement. And you have to look at it, are you interconnecting with the world that's around you? Or are you looking at just that physical appearance? They could have been like a good looking guy, beard, take it all as it resonates, tall. They could have been muscular. They could have had a stance, piercing eyes, made their self-appearance the way people seen them in public. Take it all as it resonates. They could have been like a radio sex object. They're now getting that inspiration. Take it all as it resonates, because they're saying that style of those armed police officers, 8, that was taking control. Now they had to like balance their mindset and balance their thoughts. They had to like not have that ego, so that was challenging and conflicting their ego. That's because they're trying to dominate over certain people and your mindset, and like to say who they are and I can do this or you can't do this, so you have to transform, because that's like that part of that growth, it's linking. So it's Saturn, it's returning that bad energy, that attitude, that approach. So then you have to look at yourself and you have to gain that eye clarity to, was I being caring, or was I being like that Leo, the lion, strong? Take it all as it resonates, because that's when you have to look at your inner power, that inner strength, how you was moving. Was you reacting? Was you being idealistic, or was you vindictive? Was you being controlling? Was you looking at those new beginnings and that opportunity to take that action? See, and people were seeing you going towards your new beginnings, taking the action to get to that 9, higher philosophical, traveling, knowledge. Certain people were trying to block you. They thought they didn't realize you had these hidden skills within inside of yourself. You was able to have that transformative skill that was refining, restoring, looking at your inner power, renewing one's mind, oneself. These divine feminines and masculines, they could be refining, restoring, renewing their self, their mind. This could be a masculine energy. Take it all as it resonates. Drumming in. They're getting higher clarity now. They're gaining that strength. They're gaining higher clarity. They're seeing that 10. That's higher awakening now. That's that passion ignited. That's when you look steadfast, a part of that legacy, your journey. Take this all as it resonates. They could have been like, I'm trying to be able to regenerate. I'm having that awakening now. I'm mastering. Now you can see that you regenerated. You had to master your thoughts, your feelings, because you had to go to that mountain within your mind, ignite that fire within your spirit. That was that Holy Spirit within your heart. That was you connecting to that divinity. Now they can be seeing and having that awakening in regards to who you are. That green, that's awakening their heart, that passion, that ego, what they was having inside to transform. Because that's that movement and that choices. And they can see now that their movement and their choices and their mindset, because they was in that low, dense energy, quick money, quick fame, get rich or die trying. Now they can see they was detached from their emotions, and that was all because of their life purpose. And now they're looking back towards that legacy. They can see you as a part of that legacy to be able to give them that spiritual box. It was like a spiritual awakening because they can see that public image of you. Now they maybe want to be able to come towards you because they can see about the temptations. That was all because of their temptations. And they're having looking at transformation. So they're having that high awakening, transformative state of mind. 12, looking and encompassing those cycles. That was the mysteries, the mysticals, those difficult experiences that they faced. Take this all as it resonates. Because that's when you have to have that ending and you connect to that heart, and that's the emotion. That's when you connect into that fourth chakra, and you have to identify from those roots. That's that foundation. That goes back to the legacies. That's going back to when you was younger, your childhood, your mother, your father, where you grew up. That's those moons, because that's when you're looking at that ancestor karma. Now they can see they went through karma. It was a part of that deep emotional. You can see its core, its spiritual roots. You're looking at that inner sanctuary inside of your mind. You get that high clarity. It's a higher awakening. You have to connect to your heart. What was you holding on to? You can see that family members and friends was blocking you, trying to step on your head, so you couldn't hold that love and that compassion. Certain people thought they was being wise, judgmental, because that was like their mindset, you know, when you Mercury. And that's like pakrama, because there was like karma, and that's like the willpower that you're trying to put in, and they didn't see that you was that bravery. You had that strength to continuously keep on moving forward. That was like those people, family members and friends, curiosity kind of killed up the cat, but you just looked and you kept on moving forward. When you knew about those family members and friends, you kept on gaining knowledge, because that was that bridge for you to continuously keep going towards those new beginnings. It was about your heart, your comfort, the foundations, those moons, mother figure, nurturing. That could be like an aunt, a cousin, feminine. Now you can see the things that was in their inner world, and that deep, most private part. That's that foundations, ancestors, family. And they wasn't using their intuitions. They wasn't connected. They weren't sentimental. They could see how you're sensitive, sentimental. This masculine is getting that structure now. They're getting awakened. Take this all as it resonates. Praying, manifesting with another, helping enlighten the power within. So they're praying now, manifesting with the Most High, the divine, awakening that hidden skill, that power inside of them. Now they're acting, activating, awaken. I act. They all have gifts for me. They was all crying. You taught them with your presence. So those gifts, they can see those gifts, those ancestors, that awakening, they're talking with that presence. It's that omnipresent, infinite potential, infinite awareness, to be able to get those downloads so you can move, because that's a part of who I am, and that's going towards that new opportunity. You're going to be taking action. Somebody maybe wanted to take action to travel towards you. Take this all as it resonates to new beginnings. This man you see is a different man. I'm innocent. Please don't hate me, divine feminine. So they're saying they're a different man. That's where these came out earlier. They're saying now it's a different man. They're coming because taxes not paid in 4 years was cancelled. Been trying to get in contact with violation. So taxes not paid in 4 years. 4 is about that protective, creative, was usually intuitions. That's when you're going back to the roots, your heart, the foundation, what was you clinging onto, all those habits, secrets, and that's when you're connecting to those emotions. coming to knock on your door drunk. So they could be drunk, coming to knock on your door. They could be coming, so be careful, because they could be coming being courageously. You may know they may act with like aggression or come with conflict or passion. Never take it all as it resonates. See, they may be coming towards you because that's that self, and they're looking at that moment now, and that's like, you know, incarnating like your heart, the world around you. It's looking at the things what you need in your appearance, and that's the values acting and moving. It's extra drive, aggression, even that survival energy. They may need survival help, igniting awareness, stability. Thought he was on the internet. So they could have thought somebody was on the internet. Take it all as it resonates in regards to that. We'll take one more. It says, wasn't about my talents or my money. It is fundamentally checked. It's about my feelings towards you. I feel it in my spirit. So now they're feeling it in their spirit. So they're making that choice now to make that choice to walk towards you. That looks like the heart chakra. Singing songs of joy in the country. Feeling my feelings for you. So they were singing their songs of joy in that country. Singing them, feeling their feelings towards you. Take this all as it resonates because they're feeling heartbroken. This could because they're getting that awareness. Introspection. You can see you're that magician. You've got skills. Now they're having that five of swords because it was conflict to their mind. Or because of choices. Or because now they're getting that higher knowledge. They were spiritually blocked, spiritually blind. They had that aggression and confusion. Or because of their ego. That was their approach, their attitude. How people seeing them, how they must have dealt with you. Fighty and flighty. Because they can see that lion, that transformation. Now they need to have that awareness to be able to gain that strength. So they're looking at themselves because they're gaining that strength. Taxes not paid in 4 years. They've been trying because they're gaining, wanted to be able to come to give you justice because they can see that higher character. Certain people was blocking them. 7 Pentacles. People was putting hard work in to block you. They may be trying to put hard work in, but they're saying and they're having this tower moment. So people's having a hard work. That could have been a family member, a friend was putting hard work in, blocking you, being stubborn, coming vain in that childlike spirit. That's when you're conflicted and you're moving through the left side and you're not looking about things, what you're doing and who you're affecting and why you're affecting these people, because it's all within inside of you. Take this all as it resonates, because that's like the love and the love affair, children, and what you're enjoying, people when you gamble in life and who you're actually gambling with. Take it all as it resonates. Did they have boundaries? That was about boundaries. Speaking the truth. They didn't speak the truth towards you. 6, about those choices. Lovers. The community where they were. Even who was serving them and being brave, like supporting in that service. Because they can see you're like spiritual support. And that's that space where you're building up things and you're looking at those relationships and what you got, that worldly duties, who's artistic, enabling you to grow, and that's linking those things with Venus, the lovers, the choices, and your worldly great pursuits when you're surviving and you're looking at your health and maintaining. Now they could be stressed within their mind now because they didn't maintain these barriers, and that's like your creative skills, that you know how to speak and communicate, and that willpower, that to be able to speak that truth and have boundaries in place. Discernment. They didn't have no discernment. Thought, what did that one say? Coming to knock on your door. So they're gaining high clarity now. That's that life force. Ace of Pentacles. So they could be coming towards you because they're getting that high clarity now. They may see you now like you're that sun. So they're seeing you as that sunshine, and they can see you're part of that happiness, that positivity. Now they may be feeling courageous to travel towards you, to give you justice and balance. They maybe offer you some opportunities for new beginnings. Take this all as it resonates because they can see you're that movement, the choices. They're singing songs of joy in the country. This is this Knight of Swords. They may be wanting to rush in towards you, singing songs of joy. They're looking assertive. They're trying to gain this strength. They may be looking to be able to take this action now, gaining a bit of courage on their face, coming to speak this sword of truth. They may be coming in quick and fast. Empress, to come towards you because they can see you're an Empress, the Emperor, the Empress. Take it all as it resonates. They're getting higher clarity. They're ending, transforming karmic cycles because they can see you're that star. So they could see that you're that star. They may be watching and are getting higher knowledge and awareness, social awareness of you, watching, communicating, speaking. Take it all as it resonates, guys. When I looked in his eyes, I felt relief. I could still be near him, not want to physically hurt, like I was over him and healed. Surprised me. So they could be running towards you. They could be saying that you're over that person, you healed. It surprised you when they're coming towards you because you've got that higher clarity, you've got that insight, you're balanced, you're moving, you're grounded, you already gained introspection. Take this all as it resonates. Said things, achieving a goal, is realizing it wasn't the divine goal, not the one he chose for me. So somebody could have been trying to achieving a goal. Those could have been a friend, a family. It wasn't that divine goal for them to set up that business or be creative. Take it all as it resonates. They could have been trying to move and work with a property. Take this all as it resonates. The child could have said it's not for them. Divine Masculine, I hope you really have changed. If you have, miracles are really real. So if they've changed, if they really have, miracles are really real. That's that visionary, great for those building blocks. I realised in that moment I'd always look at Divine Masculine with love. Cause don't want to be stupid. But I had to see if it's true. Transformation had to take place. If it had, that means two took part of an incredible thing. So they could be saying two took part of an incredible thing. Is that's transformed for those new opportunities and that abundance. Take it all as it resonates, guys. I'm just going to get some of these. Oh. It said self-sabotage may be occurring consciously. Rewrite your thinking to support your consciousness. So their mindset, their attitude towards life, they didn't have that discernment. They was disconnected from those emotions. They wasn't critically thinking, critically analysing. They was too, now they're getting assertive, this Knight of Swords. The execution, so they could be writing this execution. Ideas alone won't create change. Turning thoughts into actions is what led to be able to have these results. Make a concrete plan and take the first steps towards execution. They could be writing you a letter. They could be listening to spirit now because they're realizing in that moment they always look, you like Divine Masculine, they see in that persistence. They're coming towards you with persistence. That success comes from constant efforts. Keep going. Even when the path's unclear, stay committed to that vision. The vision to be able to receive. They could be asking you, do you even care, Divine Feminine? Let's just take these. Do you even care? It says, your family won't like me. So that's in reverse. So they know your family. They might know your family. They might speak to your family. Now is not the time. So now they may be taking that time now. Take this all as it resonates. They're getting that higher clarity. They may have spoke, gain introspection, seek some knowledge. Because their persistence at the same time is not came in reverse. Be more selfish. So it's telling you, don't be more selfish. Take time when you're being selfish. Let's just take one more for that. Oh, it says 11. This love scares me. Let me have you. So this love scares them. They want you to have them. 17, 18, they can see they have these illusions. So just be careful because they need to be able to transform and change their mind. They need to be able to gain that higher clarity because they're having awakening. They may be wanting to be able to come and give you balance and temperaments. Take this all as it resonates because they was no longer wanting to self-sabotage. They're trying to be able to change their mindset to be able to execute their self. They've got to be able to look now because it's that stress, conflict in their mind. They need to take action. Look at that leadership. To be able to give you justice, they need to get steadfast in their mind, organized. So you know you're ready to take that control. You start understanding those feelings. Why are you feeling those feelings? What those feelings are for. Work with those feelings. Feel with those feelings. Are you singing them songs? Maintaining that balance of mind, balance of thought. Let go of that ego. Get introspection. Gain that strength. understanding of thoughts. That's a part of your choices. When you're moving, who you're moving with. Take this all as it resonates, guys. We're just going to get some letters to see if any of these letters help. Any letters come out. Any words, any names that might resonate with you. Put it to it. Let's see if any letter. Oh no, I don't like when they come out with that one there. The bottom one. It's H. Could be significant. B. HB. Could be significant. K. Could be significant. V. Could be significant. Phrases. Ooh. Another V. Someone could have BV. Oh, you're lying to me. You can't have it like that. Can't do it like that. P. Someone could be saying VIP. Someone's been, you're saying I've been VIP. From when? Take this all as it resonates, guys. I've been VIP. C. You could be seeing about these chips. These pins, chips. Bank. All we need is a B. That's how you go into that abundance. 888 energy. Oh. We'll have to save these two letters stuck together on this one, so we're not having these two stuck together. So you could be seeing pen. Someone could be going pen. A 12 on that karmic cycle. Right, so we've got H, B, V, K, V, I, P, N, F, G, E, C. You could be going to get, or you need bank, VIP, pin. Take this all as it resonates, guys. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. You just make up these letters. You see what you can see. You could be, oh, there should have been A there because you'll be getting ready to pack. I, peck. Someone may be wanting to come and peck you. Oh no, boyfriend.